Welcome to A Doctor Explains. I'm a doctor in Toronto, Canada. I do research, teach students, see patients, and I want to share my healthcare insights with you. Medications can save lives, of course, but today we're going to be talking about two medications that you really need to be careful with. First up, benzos, also known as benzodiazepines. They might go by trade names like Ativan or Xanax, or by their generic names like lorazepam or diazepam. These medications are prescribed for anxiety, panic attacks, and insomnia. They do work for those conditions, but are very addictive. Your brain really quickly says, "Ooh, I like this calm thing. Let's do this every day." Plus, they mess with memory, balance, especially in older adults where they're linked to falls. So these benzos are okay for the short term, but they are a long-term trap. Next up, opioids. So things like codeine, oxycodone, morphine, fentanyl. These are lifesavers for big-time pain like cancer pain or short-term after surgery or a broken bone. But otherwise, these medications are not really good for you. They make you constipated, they can mess with your breathing, they can mess with your thinking, they can even kill you, and they're highly addictive. And this is why doctors nowadays are very strict about giving you opioids. Used right, they are medicine, but used wrong, and they become very dangerous. Now listen closely. If you're already on these medications, please don't just stop them cold turkey without talking to your doctor first. That could be dangerous for some patients. For benzos, especially if you're on a very high dose or on it for a very long time, suddenly stopping the medication can cause seizures and even be life-threatening. Opioids, if you stop them suddenly, isn't deadly, but it is very miserable because you experience withdrawal. So this is why you always need to talk to your doctor about a safe taper plan before you just make changes on your own. Trust me, your doctors will be so happy if you actually say, "Hey, I want to stop or decrease these medications." Now, you might be wondering, if these medications are so dangerous, why did your doctor prescribe them for you in the first place? Part of it is that for the longest time, the really bad effects of these medications were not known. And some people would argue that they were hidden. In fact, there have been successful lawsuits towards the pharmaceutical companies that make opioids for hiding the very bad effects of these medications. The other reason is that sometimes, like after a big surgery or a very stressful event, these medications are needed over the short term. So I'm not suggesting that benzos and opiates should be just avoided completely by everyone. You can rather think of them like chainsaws, right? Like chainsaws definitely have a use because sometimes you need one to cut wood, but they're dangerous. And you definitely should not be playing around with chainsaws, just like you shouldn't be playing around with these medications. So if a doctor is prescribing these medications to you, you can always ask them, "Hey doc, can I take something else?" Or you can ask, "What else would you suggest?" Or you can ask, "What is the maximum amount of time that I should be taking these medications?" Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like button or subscribe and send this to your family or friends who you think would benefit from the video. This really helps me keep the channel going. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.